Hello, and thank you for joining us. We are, of course, talking about Bible prophecy. And when you read the text of the Bible and take it literally, you see that we are in the end times. In the Bible, it gives us lots and lots of indicators of what the times of the end will be like. And if you look around, you will see that many of them have come to pass. So we look at Daniel 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Daniel had many visions and prophecies about the time of the end. God told him to shut up the words and seal the book. God told him through an angel of the Lord to seal the book to the time of the end, and told him two things that the time of the end would have. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. These are indicators of the time of the end. Many people shall run to and fro, shall go back and forth across the earth. Many shall go back and forth across the earth, is what it said. And today we have that. We have mass transit. That is what this is. Many people going back and forth across the earth. This did not happen in the 1200s. This did not happen in the 1500s, 1600s, but just about 100 years ago, we started seeing this in the Wright brothers flights. And then eventually in the 1960s, you could just get an airline ticket and fly across the globe. Never before in human history have you seen that. Look at the number of planes in the air right now. This is a snapshot of the number of planes in the air. Hundreds and hundreds. Many do go to and fro right now. Many shall run to and fro, it said. And it also said that knowledge shall be increased in the time of the end. And we have a chart here that shows the databases compiling over time. So we have things like the library in Alexandria and then the libraries in the New World. And we see that over time they build up. And we see near the 2000 AD there's a huge spike because knowledge has been increased. Quite literally, knowledge has been increased. But if you're alive in this day, you know that. You know that knowledge has been increased because we live in what is called the information age. Not the Stone Age, not the Bronze Age, the information age. It's named after information. It's named after knowledge. This is the times of the end. This is the times of the end from Daniel. It says, many shall run to and fro, and we see that, and knowledge shall be increased. And we see that as well. But in the midst of that, there's another clear sign of the time of the end. Israel is reborn. May 14th, 1948, Israel is reborn. And it happens just as the Bible indicated that it would. Isaiah 66, verse 6 through 8 tells us, it says there in the yellow I have, before she travailed, she brought forth. Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man-child. This is talking about the rebirth of Israel. And it says that before she travailed, she was born. In other words, before the labor pains, the birth happened. Now this is reverse to what we usually see. Before the birth of a child, the woman goes into labor. The labor is before the birth, not after. The struggle for a nation to be born, usually there's some sort of revolution or struggle before the nation is born. In this case, it says it would be after. Before she travailed, she brought forth. Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man-child. And that is exactly what we see. Israel was born, and the day after she was born, the war for independence began. She was born on May 14th, 1948, and the Israeli war for independence began May 15th, 1948. And this is clear fulfillment of the prophecy, clear fulfillment. Before she travailed, she brought forth. Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man-child. And there's more. It says, shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Shall a nation be born at once? And that is exactly what happened. Israel was born in a day, one day, May 14th, 1948. She bloomed into existence. She was born, and it happened in a moment, at once. It happened at the stroke of midnight. She was born. Her constitution was prepared beforehand. She was born at the stroke of midnight. Both of these things happened. Before she travailed, she brought forth. Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man-child. Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Shall a nation be born at once? The answer is yes. This is what happened to Israel. It says that's what would happen to Israel in Isaiah 66, 6 through 8. And we can look in the history books and see that is indeed what happened, proving that God's word is true. All these things pile up and begin to indicate that God's word is true. And we see this when we look at what's coming next. In Isaiah 66, verse 9, it says, "Shall I bring to the birth, and not cause to bring forth, saith the Lord? Shall I cause to bring forth, and shut, saith thy God?" This is the end. Israel being born is the sign of the end. And there are many others, and we see them all coming together in a crescendo. And it says here in Isaiah 66:9, when he does this, shall I cause to bring forth and shut. In other words, stop. When God causes all this stuff to happen, when we see all these things happening, God will not. This is the end. It will continue. Shall I bring to the birth and shut? Shall I stop all this? Is what the word of the Lord has said. He will not stop. This will continue. The end is near. Jesus is returning. All these signs point to that. We have many, many, many more to go over. And check out my website at signoffire.com or yeshuaiscoming.com. Or you can like this video and subscribe to these videos. We will be going over more and more of the signs because the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall for our generation. Jesus is coming in our time, and we can see it, and we can see it with our eyes. Thank you for joining us. Please like this video.